Good evening, fellow band members. Today we have an important message regarding essential services. If you must go out and get supplies, please take the following precautions. We cannot stress this enough. Stay home and take this pandemic seriously. The Leadership and Emergency Planning Committee is continually preparing for the community and looking at all the possible scenarios. To help protect against all respiratory illnesses, including the flu, COVID-19, you should stay home. Now is the time to stay home and avoid any social gatherings. Use common sense. If you have to go out into the public, please practice proper social distancing. If you need to leave the community, leave at a time when large crowds are not around. Examples would be early in the morning or after lunch hour. Some important things to remember is wash your hands often with soap and water. Avoid touching your face, nose, or mouth. Do not have contact with people who are sick. Only one person should go to town when you're on a supply run. We don't need everybody jumping into the vehicle to go to town. We all know how that is living on a res. And wipe down baskets and carts with sanitary wipes. The baskets you're using, the carts you're using. You don't have to wipe down every single cart. Treat everything like it is toxic. Try to keep in mind that the COVID-19 virus can live on plastic and metal surfaces for 3 to 5 days, and on cardboard surfaces for 24 hours. The reason for stocking up on items like groceries and household products is not necessarily because you will need to self-isolate, but having these supplies on hand will ensure you do not leave your home at the peak of the outbreak. Avoid panic buying. The supply chain is strong in Canada. When grocery shopping, wash your hands with soap and hot water before and after touching a surface you think was touched by someone else. This is including fruits and vegetables as well as the cash and coins you use to purchase them. Currently, there is no evidence of food or packaging associated with the transmission of COVID-19. Like other viruses, it is possible that the virus that causes COVID-19 can survive on surfaces or objects. For that reason, it is critical to follow the 4 key steps of food safety. Clean, separate, cook, and chill. As the virus makes its way closer to Kehewincreenation, the Emergency Management Committee is working diligently to be ahead of the game when it comes to preparing for the worst. This preparation includes a very real, possible first case scenario. What we are going to do when the COVID-19 comes to Kehewincreenation. And I repeat, when it comes. It'll come into our communities, our neighbor's house, and into our families. Early studies has stated that with extreme COVID-19 precautions, 35% of all Canadians will contract the coronavirus. Throughout history, such as H1N1 pandemic of 2009, we saw that the rate of Indigenous H1N1 contractions was 5 times higher than the national rate. In estimation, 5 times the 35% of Canadians who will contract COVID-19 means that 100% of on-reserve members may contract the virus. Now that's just possible. With the 35% of Canadians, it is really, really easy and possible to say that all of the Kehewincreenation members will get it. And if that happens, we could have, statistically speaking, we could have 20 plus funerals in Kehewincreenation. More funerals than we need to have, more funerals than we usually have. So that is why it is really, really, really important to take this seriously. It's a real thing. It's a serious thing that's happening here. People are dying, and we can prevent it. We just got to stay home, wash your hands, listen to the advice that we're getting every day. Listen to the advice that you hear every day, and we could survive this. We could pull through. The people who are most at risk of contracting and spreading the virus are the ages between 18 and 29. Why? Because we are not taking the COVID-19 pandemic seriously. Please, please stay home. Practice social distancing and isolation. I'd like to take this time to thank you all for listening to this very important message. And please, please, please listen to the message. We all got people we love. We all got babies. We got mothers. We got fathers. We got aunties, uncles, cookums, mushrooms, brothers, and sisters. Those are the ones. If you're not scared of this virus for yourself, be afraid of it for your mom, for your dad, for our people, for our relatives. We can go out there and get it easily. You can go out there and touch something, you'll get it. You'll be okay because you're young. You come home, you got somebody who's a little bit older than you at home. If you care for your loved ones, please, please stay home. If you don't gotta go nowhere, don't go nowhere. Wash your hands, sanitize, stay home. And please stay tuned for a special announcement from Social Development.
Good evening, kehewincreenation. This is Sharyn, Youngchief, Manager of Kehewin Social Development. Client checks have been released today, and we are requesting and emphasizing that you spend your funds wisely for essential items for your home, such as food and cleaning products. Food and water packages will be delivered Friday, March 27, 2020, to all homes on reserve, and the next food distribution after Friday will be April 10th, 2020. So please, once again, purchase as much food as possible to last for the next 2-week period. There will be no emergency packages available for the next 2 weeks, as we will be awaiting further deliveries. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharyn, for that very important message and all the hard work you've been doing for us. At this time, I would like to tell you about 2 new developments that just came out today. Number 1, after hearing our members' requests, we have created a kehewincreenation emergency response website. There you will find current updates from emergency management, services, videos like this one, and a way to make a request. The website address is www.833kehewin.ca. Once again, that's www.833kehewin.ca. Second, Ogama, my fellow council members, and I have created a relief assistance package for our off-reserve members. You can find out more about how to apply on Facebook at KCN Communications, as well as on the website under Current News tab at 833kehewin.ca. With that said, I would like to leave you with this message of gratitude from my elders.
Firstly, I want to commend the leadership and all the frontline workers who are working almost day and night, I guess, to try and assist the membership of Kehewin so that this virus doesn't come to our community, and also very, very encouraging that they've taken the initiative to give us some food hampers, which are greatly appreciated. I imagine from at least from this household, we are very, very grateful. And I know that even the frontline workers, when I first heard the 2 interviews that they had with Connie Morn and the other 3 people in social development, very encouraging. They were very accurate with what they were saying, very informative, and I guess that's something that I, as an elder from Kehewin, would like to encourage to the rest of the people in this community. There are laws and there are rules that are being imposed by us, by the government, all levels, and we have to, at least to the best of our ability, adhere to those laws and regulations. They're not to put us in a place of those laws are not imposed on us to how would I say that, kind of a curfew, I guess. But they are there to help us, and I think we need to listen to those. And one thing I'm really so far impressed with is that I haven't heard anywhere in Alberta anyway that Indigenous peoples are being dubbed with this virus, and I truly, really want to encourage the people of Kehewan. I think one thing that this bad virus, I guess I can call it, has brought more unity into the communities. And I think with the frontline workers, again, I can't thank them enough for doing their best, their utmost to keep us informed, to keep us healthy. And I think that's the broad sense of the whole thing, is that we need to listen to people that know what's happening, the direction that they're giving us. Let's follow them. Let's not try something else that may not work for us. And I was talking to a couple of and also a couple elders, and I also heard it from my mom also, that years ago our chaplain Stagushiwas Kisigaso, he has always insisted that the fungus, willow fungus, something that they used in the past. They smudged, they burned the smudge in front of their homes. That prevented any sickness from coming into the house. And also the skunk juice is the other thing that that's been practiced by our people in the past, and that they still use today. And I guess that's another encouraging thing, that, and I know some people are using that as we speak in this community. So I encourage those people to continue using it, and maybe encourage their members to also use that medicine. It's something that we practiced in the past and will continue to exercise as we go with today's people. And I know sometimes it's kind of tough for the younger people to understand why these things were used in the past and they still continue to be used today. So it's very important that we listen to the rules and regulations that are being imposed on us by the governments, and also the leadership who've gone out of their way to help the community, protect the community from further incidents from this virus. So again, I'd like to repeat and say I'd like to thank the leadership, the frontline workers. They've done a tremendous work and they should be applauded for it. So with that, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to me, and we know we will win this battle. It may take some time, but we will beat it. We will do it together. Thank you.
For any updates, information, or if you have any symptoms of the coronavirus, please call or text the Kehewan toll-free number, 833-KEHEWAN, that's 833-534-3946.